Has all the fun gone out of parenting? Do you feel like you're carrying a load and all the joy has disappeared? Yes, I want to better communicate with my children. This sounds familiar, right? Before I tell you how you and your kids can start communicating, bonding and having more fun time together, I want to ask you a few questions. Have you thought that maybe you and your kids could be closer? Don't really know how to improve something that is so hard to explain? Have you looked into books and videos on raising children, but found it's mostly a bunch of psychologists offering unpractical advice? Perhaps you feel like you're losing your kids to other things. You know that families like yours communicate well and have barrels of fun together, right? So why can't yours, you ask yourself? Come on, admit it. This isn't the first time you've looked into this, is it? In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how you and your family can learn to communicate better, how you can enjoy playing with your children, and how you can bond closer as a family unit. But before we do that, let me quickly introduce you to Jane. Jane is your typical busy mom. Her family and kids mean the world to her. She spends most of her time running them around and cleaning up after them. She wanted her and her kids to talk more. She wanted her kids to let her into their worlds and help them with their problems they face as children. She was able to learn how to properly communicate with her children, and now her family is closer than ever. But it wasn't always so simple. For a few years, Jane had felt that she and her kids weren't as close as she would like. They barely talked to her, and they all seemed to be trapped in their own little bubbles. What Jane didn't realize at the time was that she was also trapped inside a bubble. She tried to organize family events, trips and activities, but often found that she was dragging her kids kicking and screaming to have fun. These days would sometimes be enjoyable, but something just felt like it was missing. Jane didn't feel like her family was a team. She didn't feel like her kids were getting the happy memories she had as a child. She felt like they were slipping through her fingers. Her problem wasn't that she didn't care enough. Her problem wasn't that she had bad kids. Her problem was that try as she might, she just didn't know how to communicate with her children and how to create a fun environment where they could bond. After struggling like this for a while, Jane stumbled across my online parenting course, Winning Your Kids with Play. Within a few months, Jane had completely rethought her approach to communicating and bonding with her kids. The reason Jane had struggled with family bonding before was that she simply didn't have any practical advice on how to encourage it. That wasn't her fault. Most parents aren't given any real advice on how best to raise their kids. Sure, there are a million different books, but most of them miss the point and lack simple, practical advice. No wonder most families you see these days look like they're having less fun than they were a generation or two back. So how can a busy mom running a household learn how to get her kids away from their smartphones and start bonding as a family? If any of this resonates with you, then welcome to our world. The tribe at Radicalkidz has spent many years perfecting our parenting courses and writing books that help parents lay the correct parenting foundations from the start. We understand the struggles and have worked with many parents over the years to find solutions to their parenting problems. Because of this accumulated knowledge, we decided to develop courses parents could do from the comfort of their homes and at their own pace. Courses giving the answers to questions and setting out step by step how to use positive parenting to build strong, happy, communicating families. One such course is Winning Your Kids with Play. We explain the power of play and show parents how to use play to connect, communicate, and discipline their children. This takes a lot of stress out of parenting, and if parents can get this power and implement it into the family, it can change your relationship with your children for life in a positive, bond-strengthening way. On or around this page, you will see a link to a video with a full 10-minute breakdown of the course, going into details regarding the content. We hope this helps with cementing the positives of doing this course, winning your kids with play. If you'd like to grab a special limited time offer on winning your kids with play, then you will also find the direct link to this offer on or around this page. We thank you for watching our video on winning your kids with play, and if you liked what you saw, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to our channel. From me, Deborah, and the tribe at Radicalkidz, happy parenting.